Now, there's long been resentment among retailers selling via tech giants like Google and Amazon at the amount of money that they have to spend advertising with those businesses in order to drive sales. Well, now a new platform called ChaChing is promising retailers what it claims is a better deal by allowing them to choose their cost per order, most of which is then passed on to consumers via a cashback. Well, among those who've signed up are the department store chain Phoenix and the formal wear chain TM Lewin. I've been speaking with one of the founders, Lukies.
The team, all of us involved, and the advisors and ambassadors are trying to achieve two things. First one is raise awareness of the fact that shopping online, which is super convenient and brilliant to do, is just becoming incredibly expensive because of the fact that there are only 3 or 4 big companies that own the toll booth, if you like. So that's the first thing we're trying to achieve, awareness. And then the second thing is, well, you can't just complain and throw rocks at the moon. What are we doing to try and fix it? So is there a way that you can find a better way for e-commerce to work? And that's a big ask, obviously.
Why do you think the likes of Amazon and Google have been getting away with charging the fees that they do?
I think you have to have huge admiration for these toll booths that they built. And you look at it and you say, I mean, I always think back to the gold rush. Everyone talks about it. Everyone says the people that made the money were the picks and shovel sellers. They've put themselves in the position that says, you come through us and therefore we charge the toll. And they've done a superb job of it. But when you look at the combined profits, you're talking towards $1 trillion. That means that there is an awful lot of inefficiency in that system.
How will what you're doing differ from, say, Rakuten?
So yeah, and something that, to be fair, I've learned all of this from the founder of the company, Max, very smart young man from Chicago. But on one side of the marketplace, you have loyalty. So you've mentioned Rakuten, there's Honey, there's all these cashback sites. What they are is asking for more discounts. So what they're saying to the merchant is, we've got some eyeballs, we've got some customers, give more discount and we'll hook them in. We're not going anywhere near that. We think if a merchant wants to charge £200 for a product, that's their obligation, it's their choice, no problem. But this broker fee that they're paying to a third party, a marketplace, a big search engine, a logistics company, shouldn't be 50%. Every industry has its early days, mobile phone networks, all the rest of it. But eventually you have to get some sense of equilibrium in it. And we're just saying to people, why don't you set what you're prepared to pay rather than just sort of spray and pray with your advertising money?
And how many active users are you targeting in the first 12 months?
Yeah, I mean, obviously just announcing and so honoured to be able to talk about it here. Look, we think it's one of those ideas that why wouldn't you want to share it with your friends? We've got a load of partners ranging from the Great Ormond Street Hospital, which is a wonderful team to partner with, the NHS, people that we think will really benefit from the service, and we expect people to tell their friends about it. So I'd be disappointed if we didn't have millions of users by Christmas this year.
Wow. And how quickly do you think you can achieve profitability?
Yeah, so our focus is really on unit economics that makes sense for everyone. So we don't, I mean, I admire what Amazon have achieved enormously, and you have to accept they provide a great service because they offer logistics and all the things that you as a small business wouldn't want to do. We're just an introductory app. We're just saying, come through our search bar, we'll connect you to the merchant, and then we'll give you back what would have been paid to someone else to get your attention. So it should, as a business, and we've raised some good capital, the unit economics should mean that we're profitable relatively soon.
And what about gaining traction among the merchants themselves? You've obviously put out some names of people who are with you already. Who are your sort of targets? Who would you love to get on the platform?
So it's a great question. And I, having come from a different industry, the fintech world, really have been amazed at how complex this spaghetti junction is, because you see a Nike shoe, but it might be coming from Debenhams. You see an Adidas shoe, but it might be coming from someone else, Sports Direct. And then in between all of that, there's agency on agency on agency, and there's these platforms. So you've got Shopify, you've got Adobe that I used to think did PDFs, but they happen to be a huge trading platform for advertising spend. So what we've spent the last 2.5, 3 years doing is plugging into all of these. So actually a small business, if they're on one of those platforms, can onboard in about 1.5 minutes. And then they set their, what we call the CPO. So if you're someone that's selling products, you say, I'm prepared to give away 20% of the gross value, and then we give that back to the consumer.
And how will merchants be ranked on the platform?
A combination of things, obviously activity, so seeing where people are going, but also we're going to reward what we call the loudest ChaChing. So, you know, what's the best deal of the day? The beauty about what the team came up with is, at the moment, if you're advertising online, you're spending a lot of money whether you get a sale or not, right? So you've got the sandwich board, golf sale down the road, that person's taking clicks all the time, but you might not get a converted sale. The beauty about this platform is you only pay when there's a converted sale.